What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Got another review for you guys. And this time it is The Boys. I know I've been lacking on my boys, but here we are. Because I've just not been able to see the episode. Told you, busy week for me. But this is the episode, this is the review for Instant White. Oh, Hot Wild. I was going to say, what was the rest of that? The Instant White Hot Wild, which is The Boys Season 3, Episode 8, or the season finale. Man, this episode was crazy. This season has been crazy. I might not have been reviewing all the episodes, but I've definitely been watching them. But let me give you a synopsis, and then we're going to break it down. Black Noir returns to Vault Tower while preparing for a showdown with Soldier Boy. Butcher, Huey, Homelander. Oh, I read that wrong. It says while preparing for a showdown with Soldier Boy, Butcher, and Huey, Homelander and Butcher have a rematch. So Black Noir does to turn. This is like basically everything coming to a head, you know. This is the effects of Butcher pushing away Becca and Becca's son. I forgot his name. The effects of using Compound V or Temp V. Everything comes to a head in this episode. Black Noir does make the decision to come to Vault, but he will regret that decision because not because he had to come face to face with Soldier Boy, but it's because he had to come face to face with the truth or lie, in this case, that he kept from a certain person. Butcher has a change of heart on a certain thing, because we know how the episode before this ended, but Butcher then does have his lessons that he learned. Ooh, excuse me, that just jumped me a pop. The lessons that he learned from the previous episode, he basically, after Starlight's warning, it finally did click into his head, and I love that. I love the fact that how it did, because then it was just he did it in his own Butcher way. It wasn't like a stereotypical the hero realized his mistakes moment. It was still the hero, the jerk hero guy realized he was putting somebody in danger, scenario, but he done it in a way only would fit Butcher's character. So, but yeah, he did kind of realize his mistake and set it right. Soldier Boy basically still reeling in this episode from the news that Homelander is his son. And in this episode we learned we got a more in-depth story of how that came to be. It was a good scene between Butcher and Soldier Boy as they was bonding over their mutual I guess you could say bad parents. It was strange that Soldier Boy's father, he described his father as one of those people that you could never impress. You can never do right in this person's eyes, because every time you try to, they always find some way. They say that you wasn't doing enough. It wasn't good enough. You didn't do this right though, but you didn't do that right. And it was cool to see that even becoming Soldier Boy wasn't even good enough for his father. But yeah, everything came to a head at Vault's Tower. Certain people did die. Certain people almost died. And it was just one big fight. And you didn't. What I love about this scene, it was so chaotic, like, because in a nutshell, without spoiling it, if you haven't seen it, they go in there with a set plan, but everything gets blown out of whack. You know, everything is blown out of whack, but not in the way you think it is. Not because you think when I say this, don't think that I'm not saying it because he's trying to say this and that happened. No, it got out of whack because on a whole different way than you would think it was. That even though the show is like, that was the beauty of this thing, because it steered you one way, but it definitely went another, especially in that final showdown. Some people got new lives. Some status quo has changed. I guess you could say that one of the best things about this episode was the ending, because it shows that the ending shows that it's something, basically a new dynamic, as you will, is on the horizon, and you could definitely see what's going. I love the ending because it shows how depraved some people could be when it comes to their idols, but when it comes to people they love. Like, what if, picture like this, what if Superman, Batman then was real, right? And Superman is basically introducing you to a person, you do something, if somebody in the crowd do something, you see Superman murder someone, and then only for people to actually cheer it, right? That's basically how depraved. We find out that the people who actually for Homelander are seriously depraved, and that's a lot. And we see that depravity is given Homelander and even his kid, unfortunately, or it seems like is going to give them some type of new way of thinking. Overall, though, this season finale was good. I enjoyed it, so I am going to give it a 8 out of 10 big ups, because it was a good way to end the show, and it definitely got me waiting for more. Just like Stranger Things, and this, I can't wait till they come back with a new seasons. I think Stranger Things though is gonna be far out, cause I think they said it might be a minute. We might not get Stranger Things until, around this time, like it did like this year. I don't want to say, they said either at the earliest around the same time of this year, or maybe in 2024. They said that's how long it's going to be till we get Stranger Things season 5. But for this, for the boys, can't wait to see the next season, because this season was a wild roller coaster as well. But you let me know in the comments down below, without spoiling this episode, what you thought of this episode, and if you enjoyed it, you hit this button right there in the upper right corner for all of my reviews. And if you enjoyed the video so much you want to support the channel, all you gotta do is hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, hit that thanks button, and hit that join button if you want to see me react to your favorite TV shows. I almost forgot. That's why I had to. What I was about to say? Oh yeah. And as always, hit you on these videos for more of my amazing content. But don't go anywhere, because I got reactions coming for you. And there you go. And there are some good ones. Trust me, I picked some good ones to react to today. So, peace out.